Have you ever wondered why some people achieve wealth and success while others spend their lives struggling to get out of place? The truth is that money and success are not just a result of luck, they're the result of habits, discipline, and a well-structured growth mindset. Big names like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Warren Buffett didn't reach the top by chance. They followed clear strategies, cultivated productive routines, and constantly invested in their own learning. The problem is that most people don't realize that. They believe that hard work is enough, but they ignore the power of intelligent work. It is not enough just to strive, it is necessary to direct this effort with planning, well-defined goals, and efficient strategies. The secret is not doing more, but in doing better. And the best of all, you can also learn these habits and apply them to your life. In this article, we will explore the behaviors and routines of the most successful people in the world and how you can adapt them to your daily life. From the importance of continuous learning to the construction of a powerful network of contacts, each step can take you closer to wealth and financial freedom. If you want to increase your productivity, develop discipline, set effective goals, and transform your mindset, it is in the right place. But here is a warning: knowledge by itself changes nothing. The difference between those who achieve success and those behind is in action. So are you ready to discover the millionaire habits that can transform your life? Let's start. A lot of people believe that working more hours is the secret to getting rich, but the great entrepreneurs prove otherwise. What really matters is not the amount of effort, but the strategy behind it. Elon Musk, for example, manages multiple innovative companies not because it spends 24 hours a day in the office, but because it dominates the art of efficiency and absolute focus. The difference between hard work and smart work is how you use your time and energy to generate maximum results. For this, millionaires follow a simple principle: prioritize what really matters. Instead of wasting time on irrelevant tasks, they delegate, automate, and simplify their routines. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in the world, states that his key to productivity is to eliminate distractions and focus only on the real impact. He even lists 25 life goals, but decided to focus only on the most important 5. The rest? He ignored it completely. Another fundamental feature of those who achieve wealth is strategic decision-making. They know that each choice impacts the future, so they do not make impulse decisions. Instead, they analyze data, learn from errors, and adjust their strategies constantly. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, has always stressed that the growth of a business depends on well-founded decisions, not pure intuition. In addition, the growth mindset makes all the difference. Those who see success as a result of a continuous learning process is always one step ahead. Steve Jobs, for example, not only created innovative products, but also developed a unique view of user experience and design, refining its approach to each new project. The secret is to adapt quickly, seek knowledge, and apply what has been learned in a practical way. If there's a common mistake among those who never reach success, it is believing that everything is all about talent or luck. True winners know that success leaves clues, and that anyone can follow them with the right strategies. The difference between an ordinary worker and a millionaire entrepreneur is not in the ability to work hard, but in the way they apply planning, discipline, and strategy to their daily actions. So if you want to transform your financial life, the first step is to start working more intelligently, not just more intensely. And this leads us to the next fundamental point: the definition of clear goals. After all, there is no point in having big dreams if you don't know exactly how to achieve them. If you don't know where you want to go, any path serves, and that's exactly why so many people get stuck in mediocrity. Well-defined goals act as a map for success, giving clarity, direction, and motivation to act. Without a clear goal, you may be striving, but you're probably wasting energy on tasks that lead nowhere. Millionaires know this and therefore set specific, measurable, and realistic goals that keep them on the right track. One of the most effective methods for setting goals is the SMART goals technique. This system helps to turn vague goals into concrete action plans, as each goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and temporal. For example, instead of saying I want to get rich, a smart goal would be I want to increase my income by 50 over the next 12 months, investing in financial assets and developing new sources of revenue. See how this gives much more clarity and increases the chances of success. Brian Tracy, one of the greatest personal development experts, says that just writing her goals on paper already increases her chances of achieving them. This is because by recording a goal, you activate parts of the brain responsible for focus and persistence. It is no coincidence that entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs were obsessed with their long-term visions and detailed each step to reach them. But setting goals is not enough. You need to track progress and adjust the route whenever necessary. Imagine a plane pilot. It doesn't draw a route and simply hopes to reach the destination. On the contrary, he constantly monitors a route and makes corrections when I need. The same goes for success. Tracking your results and adapting your strategies is essential to staying on the right track. Another secret of the most successful is to share large goals into small daily steps. When Warren Buffett began his journey in the investment world, he did not try to accumulate billions overnight. He focused on small, consistent gains, applying the strategy of compound growth. Small actions, repeated over time, generate gigantic results. Now, do you have clear and well-structured goals for your life? If not, this is the perfect time to start. Take a paper and write at least 3 major goals for the coming years, turning them into SMART goals. This simple exercise will be the first step toward a life of wealth, discipline, and fulfillment. And to ensure that these goals are achieved, we need to talk about the next essential point: continuous learning. If there's a common trait among all extremely successful people, it is the insatiable hunger for knowledge. Rich are always learning and expanding their knowledge because they understand that the right information can open doors that once seemed impossible. Warren Buffett himself dedicates much of his day to reading, stating that knowledge works as compound interest. The more you get, the more valuable it becomes over time. Learning constantly not only means reading books, but exploring various forms of intellectual growth. Online courses, podcasts, mentoring, and conferences are valuable resources that can accelerate your trajectory. Elon Musk, for example, has not waited for anyone to teach him about rocketry, plunged into aerospace engineering books until he dominated the subject. This self-taught mindset is what separates those who innovate from those who stand in time. Reading is one of the pillars of continuous learning. Big entrepreneurs, such as Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, reserve time to consume books that help them improve their strategic vision. If you want to go the same way, here are some indispensable readings. Rich Father, Poor Father, Robert Kiyosaki, about financial mindset. The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg, on how small changes generate great results. The Secrets of Millionaire Mind, Harvey Eker, on how to develop a rich mindset. The Rule of 5 Seconds, Mel Robbins, on how to overcome procrastination and act quickly. In addition to reading, having a mentor can accelerate its evolution absurdly. We often learn the hard way, making mistakes and wasting time with attempts and failures. However, counting on someone who has already triggered the path of success can shorten this journey. Jim Rohn, one of the biggest names in personal development, said that you are the average of the 5 people with whom you live most. That is, if you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who are where you want to get there. Finally, the secret of continuous learning lies in the immediate application of knowledge. There is no point in consuming tons of information if you do not put anything into practice. A powerful habit is, whenever you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I apply in my life today? Thus, learning is no longer only theoretical and becomes a real tool to boost its trajectory. Now that we know the importance of learning constantly, let's talk about something essential for success: building a powerful network of contacts. After all, who you know can be as valuable as you know. If there's a shortcut for success, it is called networking. Setting for motivated and successful people opens doors that the isolated effort would never achieve. Large entrepreneurs and investors understand that the right connections can accelerate growth and bring opportunities that would never arise alone. Steve Jobs, for example, has not built Apple alone. He found the right people to complement his skills and turn his vision into reality. But building a powerful network goes far beyond just meeting influential people. True networking is based on genuine relationships and value exchange. Many people fail because they approach the strategy the wrong way, trying to take advantage of contacts. The secret is to think, how can I help before asking for something in return? When you add value first, the connections are naturally strengthened and the doors open effortlessly. One of the best ways to expand your network is to participate in events, conferences, and interest groups. Successful people are always in these environments, and interacting with them can lead to unexpected collaborations. Elon Musk, for example, has made strategic partnerships throughout his career, always looking for brilliant minds to boost his projects. Success is rarely an individual game. It happens when you are surrounded by the right people. Another powerful strategy is to use social networks intelligently. Platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and even Instagram are amazing tools to connect with influential professionals. The key is in producing and sharing relevant content, demonstrating knowledge and genuine interest in your industry. With this, you attract the attention of who can open doors and add value to your journey. In addition, one of the biggest secrets of effective networking is consistency. Building valuable relationships does not happen overnight. We need to maintain contact, offer help whenever possible, and be present at the right times. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, for example, have a friendship of decades based on mutual admiration and constant exchanges of learning and opportunities. So stop and think, who are the 5 people you live with the most? Are they helping you grow or keeping you stagnant? If you want to reach new levels, start looking for connections that inspire and challenge you to evolve. And to ensure that nothing prevents you from moving forward, the next step is essential: developing resilience and learning from failures. If there is an indispensable ingredient for success, it is the ability to get up after falling. The most successful see failures as growth opportunities, while most people face mistakes like the end of the line. The difference is in the mindset. The winners learn from the falls and come back even stronger. Elon Musk almost bankrupt with SpaceX, but instead of giving up, he uses mistakes as learning to build an aerospace empire. Failure, in fact, is one of the most valuable teachers in life. Big names like Steve Jobs and Walt Disney were fired from their own companies before they turn around. The key is to understand that each error brings a lesson that can be applied in the future. If something didn't work out, instead of regretting, ask yourself, what can this teach me? This simple change of perspective can turn temporary defeats into steps to victory. Jim Rohn used to say that the difference between the successful and the failed is not the lack of problems, but the way they deal with them. Resilient people do not let an obstacle destroy their motivation. On the contrary, they use these challenges to adjust their strategies and move on with more intelligence. Warren Buffett, for example, has made wrong financial decisions, but always knew how to recalculate the route and learn from every setback. A powerful technique for developing resilience is to adopt the anti-fragile mindset. While some people become weaker in the face of difficulties, others grow with pressure and strengthen each other after each challenge. The secret is to understand that adversities are part of the process, and that every great success comes with a series of attempts and errors. Failing is not the problem is giving up too early. In addition, surrounding yourself with mentors and people who have already exceeded similar challenges can accelerate their growth. When you see that even the biggest entrepreneurs have faced difficulties before reaching the top, you realize that obstacles are not a sign to stop, but an invitation to evolve. The right networking can be one of the greatest allies in building resilience. So the question is, are you willing to face failures as part of the way, or will let them paralyze it? The choice is yours. But one thing is certain: if you want to achieve true success, you need to develop the ability to persist. And to ensure that this persistence is productive, let's talk about something essential: the importance of daily routines and habits. Success does not happen by chance. It is a result of consistent small habits that over time generate great results. If we look at the routine of the richest and most productive people in the world, we will see that they follow well-defined patterns of discipline and efficiency. Elon Musk, for example, divides his day into 5-minute blocks, ensuring that each task receives the necessary attention without waste of time. The truth is that we are what we repeat daily. If you adopt habits that drive your growth, success becomes inevitable. If, on the other hand, their routines are based on procrastination and lack of planning, the results will be equally predictable. Steve Jobs, for example, always started the day wondering, if today was my last day, would I be pleased with what I'm about to do? This simple questioning helped him focus on what really mattered. To create productive habits, it is essential to establish powerful morning rituals. Many of the brightest minds in the world begin the day with activities that strengthen body and mind, such as reading, meditation, exercise, and definition of priorities. Brian Tracy recommends starting each morning by noting the 6 most important tasks of the day, ensuring that actions are directed to concrete goals. In addition to the morning, the night also plays a key role in success. Large entrepreneurs use this period to reflect on the day, evaluate what worked, and plan the next actions. Warren Buffett, for example, devotes his nights to continuous reading and learning, ensuring that he is always one step ahead. Rest quality also directly influences productivity. A tired body cannot produce at a high level. A powerful method for creating effective habits is the snowball effect. Start with small changes and gradually increase. For example, if you want to develop the reading habit, start with just 5 minutes a day. If you want to wake up early, adjust your time in 15 minutes a week. Small constant improvements generate gigantic impacts in the long run. Now reflect, what habits have you cultivated? Are they helping or sabotaging their growth? Success is nothing more than the sum of small actions repeated with consistency. And if you want real proof of this, just look at the stories of people who have turned their lives with these principles. Let's explore some inspiring examples below. If there's anything that proves that success is not the work of chance, it is the stories of people who have turned their lives with discipline, strategy, and innovation. Studying the trajectory of great entrepreneurs teaches us valuable lessons about the overcoming, persistence, and vision of the future. Steve Jobs, for example, revolutionized the technology industry by uniting simplicity and design, creating products that became true cultural icons. The obsession of Jobs for excellence did not come overnight. He believed that innovation is born of the intersection between different areas of knowledge. Inspired by handwriting classes as a youth, he applied this learning to the development of the typographic sources of the first Macs, something unthinkable at the time. This detail has become a competitive differential and reinforces an important lesson: never underestimate the power of continuous learning and the search for unexpected connections. Another impressive example is Elon Musk, a true master of resilience and adaptation. Before becoming one of the richest men in the world, Musk went through failures that would have demotivated anyone. SpaceX almost went bankrupt after 3 failed releases, but persisted, adjusted its strategies, and made history in developing reusable rockets. Its trajectory shows that success does not come from the absence of errors, but from the ability to learn and move on. Warren Buffett, on the other hand, teaches us the value of patience and long-term vision. From a young age, he understood that investing is not luck, but strategy, knowledge, and discipline. Buffett devotes most of his time to reading, absorbing information, to making increasingly intelligent decisions. Your method proves that success doesn't need to be immediate. The important thing is to build a solid foundation and make consistent choices over time. Studies prove that habits and goals are decisive for success. Research on high performance indicates that successful people share similar routines, such as definition of SMART goals, frequent reading, exercise, and a habit of surrounding themselves from inspiring individuals. Success leaves clues, and just follow these strategies to dramatically increase your chances of prospering. These stories show that success is not a matter of luck, but of well-defined standards. What do these people have in common? Vision, resilience, discipline, and a tireless search for continuous improvement. And now, the most important time has come: transforming knowledge into action. Let's go to the conclusion. and the call to action. We have reached the crucial point. The key to success lies in the implementation of these strategies. It's no use knowing all the secrets of success if you don't put them into practice. What really matters is your consistent action and your commitment to discipline. It is not enough just to dream of achieving large goals. It is necessary to take the first step, and then the second and the third. Success is not an isolated event, but a daily journey of effort, learning, and resilience. Does it look hard? It is because at first, every new way seems challenging. But remember that the resistance you feel now is just your potential being forged. Large entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, and Jim Rohn did not reach the top without facing challenges, frustrations, and even flaws. But what kept them was persistence and the ability to continue even when everything seemed to be against them. You can also be one of those successful stories. You have the power to transform your dream to reality, but it requires consistency, focus, and the right mindset. Begin now to apply the strategies we discussed. Define clear goals, invest in your continuous learning, build powerful connections, develop resilience in the face of failures, and create habits that strengthen your journey. Each small action counts, and over time, you will see the results. Ask yourself, what is the next step you will take today to transform your life? Don't wait for the perfect moment. It never arrives. The time to act is now. Start, learn, grow, and be consistent. Do not let the procrastination or fear of failure paralyze you. Success is within your reach, and all you need to do is start walking toward it. Now, more than ever, it's time to act. Subscribe to the channel, enable notifications, and follow by following content that can transform your life. Are you ready to change your reality? The future is in your hands.